This is true, because I'm just thinking up here, I'm sitting up here thinking about my kids. You know, when I was going to beat my daughter the other night, you know, and I went through this little thing that I do with the belt to make the belt look like it's really going to be horrible. But I never really, you know, I like to swing the joint through the air like real hard. And I'll be like, now, you don't want to act up because you don't want to get this belt. You know, so I told them to chill out. They kept acting up. So I went in the room. So I'm dealing with my daughter. Now I'm like, look, you need to, I told you, if you didn't go to sleep, you kept playing, I was going to get you. And you were going to have to get 3. I said, no, I'm not going to give you 3. I'm going to give you 1. So I'm like, turn over and take 1. Yo, she was crying. She was so scared. She was going through so much. And so I popped on her leg. I'm like, turn over and take 1. Yo, she was going, she started throwing up and peed on herself. Yo, she would not take 1. And the neat thing about it, I wasn't even going to hit her that hard. But because she was going through whatever she was going through, she had a real horrible traumatic experience. You know what I'm saying? And it just came to mind because I'm thinking, like, when we go through adversity, it's like you got to take it. You can't complain. You can't trip. You got to know that the Most High is like, you got to take 1. Just take 1. You know, you can't be like trying to run, trying to hide, trying to block. You know, I'm trying to hit her. She's blocking, trying to block. So them Jones don't count. Like when I'm swinging the belt and you blocking, that ain't 1. You got to turn over, move your hands, and take 1. It says, whatever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So this is going to happen. If you come to serve the Lord, you got to be patient because the Most High is going to break your whole, he's going to use your circumstances. It's like we're in the Matrix. And he's going to use the circumstances, the environment is going to change. Your whole environment, everything around you is going to change, and you're going to be brought down. So he says, you got to be patient. When you're going through that lower state, you got to be patient, and you got to endure it, and you got to be thankful. You got to be, look, Father, I thank you that you give me the opportunity to bear the corrections of a son, that you would deal with me in this way. You know, and you got to start getting that perspective. He says, for gold is tried in the fire. So if you want to have gold, you got to put gold ore in the fire, and it's got to be heated up to a certain extent until all of the impurities of the gold rise to the top, and the goldsmith can peel it off. So when the heat, he says, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. So the adversity that we go through is the fire that the Most High is using us to mold us into the image of Christ, into the image of the Son. He says, believe in him, and he will help you. You got to know that the Most High is the one that's directing everything that you're dealing with, and that the pressure and the things that you're going through is all from the Most High, and the Most High love you. Like the Most High, if you got kids and you think about the type of love that you have for your kids, then you could triple that, because the Most High got a perfect love for his children, right? And I'm talking about his children in Christ. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. So you got to know that the Most High is going to help you through whatever you're going through. That he's actually going to be your strength. Because you're actually learning how to walk in the Spirit and learning how to depend on his grace and his mercy. Order thy way aright and trust in him. So whatever you're dealing with, whatever trouble you're going through, you got to make sure that you get in order with the Most High, to where you're not violating your conscience and you walking, following the Most High, trusting in him, having full assurance of faith that whatever it is he's doing, he's going to accomplish it in you. And he says, he's a fear of the Lord. If you respect the Most High and you fear the Most High, it says, wait for his mercy and go not aside lest you fall. So while you're in the midst of what you're going through, you can't sin against the Most High. You got to be patient, because in the midst of your adversity, you're going to be tempted to sin, because Satan come and tempt you where you weak at. You know, so that's where you're going. Wherever you weak, that's where he comes. So it says, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. So you got to believe him. You got to believe what he say about you in the scriptures. You got to believe what he says concerning his son. You got to believe that through the blood of Christ and through the redemption that's in him, that the Most High is going to come through and make good on his word. It says, ye that fear the Lord, hope for good.